physicians who specialize in excision surgery, which is the gold standard for treatment of endometriosis, none of them take insurance. They are all self-pay. Why do you guys think that is? Is it because insurance refuses to pay for or reimburse them for that type of surgery, right? So this all kind of comes back to, again, the insurance companies dictating what doctors can do. So the best doctors to treat endo do not bill insurance because the insurance companies will tell them, no, you can do ablation surgeries. We're not going to reimburse you for excision surgery when you can do ablation. And so they've just stopped even billing insurance. And now they'll say, hey, I'm happy to operate on you, but it's a minimum going to cost you 10 grand out of pocket, which is cheap for a surgery, right? But it's not cheap for a person to pay for. But that, again, so that's something to really consider is why is it that if we want the gold standard treatment for endometriosis, we have to pay out of pocket, and insurance is refusing to reimburse these physicians appropriately for making that decision? There's an issue with that. So that you were saying that insurance doesn't cover it because they're specialists, but really they're one of the only specialists that you can go to that aren't covered by your health insurance.
Great.
So that is, I think, where one of the main to me, that would be where we really would need to start. Like Cheyenne, you say we have to unite, we have to come together, we have to use our voices. I think going and lobbying to get either A, get rid of health insurance altogether and start over with some other plan, or B, get health insurance companies to start reimbursing physicians for excision surgery. So that way we can go and see the best of the best, even though it might not be perfect, like it wasn't for me and it wasn't for Tiff. But we at least get that option. How many women are like, oh, well, they call up to the physician. They're like, hey, I'm so excited. I found you. I want to set up an appointment. And then they're turned away because, or they have to turn away themselves because they're like, oh, just so you know, we don't bill insurance. You're going to have to pay out of pocket. And they're instantly like, oh, bye. I don't have 15 grand laying around for this. So
But
I think that's an important thing to take away from this anyway.